But to suggest that we're going to be £500 better off is a lie, isn't it? I've just given you the figures to suggest precisely the opposite will be true. So why is she telling lies in spring statements?
He isn't, and I think that is an unfair and unreasonable criticism. The Chancellor is doing a good job under very difficult circumstances. Yes, she's had to make some difficult choices. Yes, there have been some criticisms around those choices. But in large part, this is clearing up the mess that we inherited. And that is what this government will continue to do, to ensure that we take the tough decisions that the previous government shied away from, not least in terms of things like welfare reform, the measures that we've announced with regard to NHS.
Hang on.
There is good news as well.
Right.
I mean, look at what the OBR said in terms of the work that we're doing on planning reform that will deliver a £6 billion uplift to our economy.
Although it's also been pointed out by the OBR that Labour will not hit its 1.5 million housing target by the end of the Parliament. But my question is this, Mr Jarvis, how on earth can it be credible for the Chancellor to have claimed, considering everything you've said about the economic legacy that you've inherited, the difficult situation, the Chancellor herself has blamed world events, how on earth is it credible to suggest that the British public will be £500 better off after her budget and spring statement? It's an untruth.
Well, I know as a constituency MP that we are still living through the legacy of the cost of living crisis, and times are very tough for lots of people. But that is precisely why the government is making tough choices. That is why we are reforming welfare, because let's be honest about it, significant amount of money has been invested into welfare without the reforms that need to go with it. Look at the money that we've invested into the NHS, but the value that is now adding in terms of reduced waiting lists month after month.
I'm going to ask one more time. Is the £500 claim true when I've listed all of the bills that are going to go up for householders after April the 1st? Is it true to say we're going to be £500 better off because all of the sums suggest precisely the opposite?
Well, I completely back what the Chancellor has said. She will look at this in the round. She will look at the costs that people will have to cover. She absolutely acknowledges the difficult circumstances that we're operating in. And that is why the government is taking tough choices to fix the foundations of our economy so that we've got the resource available there to invest in our public services for the benefit of the public.